Everybody loves to say they hate small talk, but here's the truth. We can't go deep until we build trust. And how do we start building trust? The small talk. In fact, research shows small talk boosters positive emotions and morale at work. The Academy of Management Journal said in a study, small talk helps employees feel they belong. It improves mood and connect. And Google did something called Project Aristotle, where they found out that having small talk at the beginning of meetings actually created psychological safety. So in the workplace, out of the workplace, we need small talk. Think of it this way. It is the warm-up before the big game of going deep. So today we are going to talk all about small talk that actually works, that helps you get to know someone a little bit better, not just, so what's the weather? Oh, do you think it'll rain today? Like, raise your hand if you have that conversation 5 times a day. I do. But how to go deeper in your small talk so that it starts building those relationships. Welcome to Creating Opportunities, the podcast for professionals who know that building relationships isn't just a soft skill, it's a career advantage. I'm Cassandra Thompson, and every week we talk about how to better connect in our work lives. Whether you're leading a team, landing a client, or frankly, just feel disconnected in your day-to-day, this podcast is here to help. Okay, so I'm going to share with you 3 actual things you can say to get that small talk ball rolling. But the first thing we need to talk about when it comes to conversations is that conversations are a game of toss. You have to bounce the ball back. Now, this does not happen anymore in our society. Watch now. When you ask someone a question, they talk and talk and talk and talk and talk, and they don't answer the question. They answer the thoughts in their head around the question. When you get together with friends, you don't have conversations anymore. You have what I call download sessions where y'all sit, let's say it's 4 of you, you sit down to lunch and you go, so what's new with you? And they talk for 20 minutes about everything going on in their lives. Let me tell you about this thing. Let me tell you about my kids. Let me tell you about this other thing. And you might get in oh, I know that's so hard or something, but it's not a conversation. And then when they're done, it goes to the next person. And by the end, you've each caught up on your lives, but no actual back and forth happened. And so we want to stop that. So even in just your everyday life, practice stopping that. We want to have a game of toss. So somebody asks you a question, you want to succinctly answer it and then bounce the ball back. Because the other thing that happens, especially in professional relationship building, like networking mixers, is somebody asks you a question and you talk and talk and talk, and now it goes to somebody else. Like now somebody else comes up, or there's either no more time for more conversation, or you talk and talk and talk, you answer, and then you just sit there and they're sitting there going, okay. And now they have to ask another question. Or if you're that person, I've been that person a lot. I ask you a question, you answer it, and then you don't ask me anything. And so then I have to ask you another question. You answer it, and then you don't say anything back to me. And now this has become an interview. So it's as simple as if somebody asks you, so did you go anywhere fun this summer? You answer and you go, oh yeah, we went to Puerto Vallarta and we paddleboarded and it was so much fun. What about you? That's it. That is all the tosses. What about you? You just throw it back to them. So start practicing this now and start paying attention to how little it actually happens. And here's the funny part with it. When you do this, you are actually building trust. A 2023 study showed turn-taking reciprocity, so sharing back and forth, built more trust and liking than one-sided or delayed exchanges. So having conversations, going back and forth, instead of, texting someone and then hearing back from them later, delayed exchange, or not having a conversation where I'm asking you a question, you say nothing back, an interview, essentially, one-sided, those don't build trust the same way that conversation does. So just work on asking questions in general to get that game going. But here are 3 things you can ask to make small talk effective. The easiest one, working on anything exciting, that's it. It's so simple. Even if they don't think what they do is exciting, they're gonna start by telling you, yeah, nothing really exciting. I've just been working on these reports. And then you start asking questions about the reports or something else. But are you working anything exciting or have anything exciting coming up? Add the word exciting and it's gonna go place. Next up, I love asking people for recommendations. And the nice part with this is you can do it anywhere. So I can meet new people and go, you know, I've been asking everyone this lately, so I might as well ask you. I am looking for some new podcasts to listen to. Do you have any podcasts you'd recommend? Or I'm looking for some new books to read. Any books you would recommend? By the way, feel free to let me know in the comments, what books are you reading? I would love to know. So truly, I love a recommendation. Tell me the latest book you read that you enjoyed. Fiction or nonfiction, don't care. But asking for a recommendation always can get a conversation started. And then a more personal version, but not like too personal, of the working on anything exciting is, have you been up to anything fun lately? Or any, something around the word fun. What's something you've been doing lately that you found fun? A version of this that I saw is like, what's something you've been doing lately that doesn't involve screens? Now, my fear with that one is it's just going to become a conversation we all have now about, oh, I know we're on our phones too much and phones are such a problem and we're all on our screen. I'm guilty of this. I talk about this all the time with friends. Oh, we're all on our screens too much and, the anxious generation and what's AI going to do to us next? So I don't know if I like that version of it, but just like, what's been going on lately that you found fun? They might tell you about work, but they might tell you about personal. They might say, oh, I finally joined in on pickleball and now I'm addicted. Now you talk about that. So those are the three kind of starting tips for you. But this then goes into the next really big part about small talk. It's the skill of curiosity. We have lost curiosity. Here is something I've been hearing lately that is kind of mind-blowing because we wouldn't have even dared say these words 10, 15 years ago. I have had multiple people tell me or ask me, like, well, I really like talking about these topics, but when I'm in a group and people start talking about these other things, I have nothing to contribute. I don't really, what do I say? What do you mean, what do you say? I'm sorry, you can only talk about the things that are interesting to you? We would have years ago thought of that and gone, oh my gosh, I am being so selfish. I can't say that out loud. Now people outright say it because they don't even realize how selfish it sounds. Y'all, we need to get curious about other people. This is the problem, is we all lead lives that are so tailored to us. All the algorithms are feeding us exactly what we want to see at every time of day, that now when someone wants to talk about something that we don't have interest in, we go, ugh, why? I don't want to talk to them. I'm bored. No, be curious. Get interested, right? It's that whole thing of it's better to be interested than interesting. So if you want to be good at small talk, start getting interested. If I start talking to somebody, I say, do anything fun lately? And they say, yeah, I went to a Pokemon conference. I don't care about Pokemon to save my life, but I can go, oh, interesting. I didn't even know they had those. Tell me about it. Were you into Pokemon as a kid or did you get into it later? Can you tell me, what? I don't understand. Is it a card game or is it collecting? Because I see both. I would just ask questions. Who cares? You just want to be interested in that other person. So even if you don't remember one of the three things you can say, just start getting interested in other people. Go down the rabbit hole with them of what that thing is that they like. And a little bonus tip for you, small talk isn't just about the first time you meet somebody. We have to make small talk to go into conversations all the time. And if you want to go deeper faster the second time you see somebody, remember something from the first conversation. Hey, last time we talked, you mentioned it was your kid's soccer tournament that weekend. How do you do? Oh my gosh, you remember my child and that they had soccer? Oh, thank you. Blah, blah, blah. It's going to go far. Or, hey, you recommended that podcast to me. I went and listened to it. Oh my gosh, it's now one of my favorites. Remember something you talked about before to bring that small talk back around and go deeper to become more trustworthy and more likable the second time. So small talk is not shallow. Small talk is necessary if you want to go deep. I didn't say it at the beginning, but it is my big pet peeve when I meet people and they go, oh, I hate small talk. I want to go deep. If we can't go deep, I don't even want to do it. It's well, I'm not going to sit down with you and say, hi, my name's Cassandra. So tell me, what was the most tragic moment of your childhood? Or tell me something vulnerable about yourself right now. No, we need to build up to that. And that's what small talk helps us do. And let me know in the comments, well, first off, give me those book recommendations, but also, do you have a go-to prompt? let's start helping each other out by compiling that list of prompts in the comments. If you have another go-to that you love to use to get the ball rolling in a small talk conversation, I would love to hear it. So that is it for this one. If you need more help on small talk or how to get conversations going, I've got more episodes for you here and in the show notes, and I'll see you in the next one. Thank you for tuning into the Creating Opportunities podcast. If you found this valuable, please hit subscribe wherever you're listening, and it would really help us out if you leave a quick review on Spotify or Apple Podcasts. And if you are watching this on YouTube, hi to my YouTube folks, please like and comment below. I do read every one, and it's small things like that that make a big difference in getting this show out there to more people who want to have better relationships in their work lives. So thank you for that, and I'll see you in the next one.